Okay, Mercedes w163 or an ML 320 350, doesn't matter, ML. I am replacing the cable for my charger, for my phone chargers, like a magnetic and wireless charger thingy, the QI charger, whatever they call them. Anyway, in order to do that, I've got this has been in here for a couple of years, and these dollar store cables wear out. I don't know how a cable wears out, but they do. The cables themselves get bad. It's not the USB connector, it's the cable, and I prefer to run them underneath the dashboard, so because I don't like wires hanging around. So I need to remove this center vent, and they're a little bit of a pain. I don't know that if I've posted this before, I apologize. I've made like 700 and something videos, and I do not remember if I've posted this one or not. Easiest for me is to remove the stereo and the center console. It's just easier to do it that way. It comes out in about 2 minutes. If you've ever pulled your stereo out, I got a video on that too, somewhere. Anyway, just unplugged it, unplugged all the electrical connectors. It's 2 minutes to do that, and I managed to pull the insulation off of there. Anyway, up underneath here, I'm going to show you it because it's very hard to do. If you can see in there, in the middle, let's try and get you closer. And I'll put the light on it. See in the middle. Sorry, my vents are dirty inside. I'm sure yours are too. There's a little spring tab. And when you pull the stereo out, you can reach under with your finger and grab it. I don't know if you can see in there. See my finger? It's on the metal spring tab, and you grab it and pull it down, and then simply taking a trim removal tool, pop it up from the bottom. There's a little lip here and one here. And the easiest way to not make marks is to take it and run your trim removal tool along the bottom. This side released, this side didn't. I go back, and it should have released, I hope. Is my spring still released in there? It's a metal spring. Again, you pull down on it. You have to pull kind of hard. It's kind of hurts your finger. And let me grab a tripod. Okay, so I want you to see this, not just hear about it. And you need two hands to do this. So I'm going up onto the center, and you'll feel the metal spring clip. Pull down on it. Oops, that came. There we go. The bottom will pop first. And then gently. There's two little fingers on the top, two little sticky outy pieces or ears on the top that also keep it in place. And just be careful. That's why I'm using a plastic trim removal tool, because I don't want to wreck the dashboard. There we go. And that slides out. Look at this. Oh no, that's felt. I thought that was dirt. Anyway, dust in there. So now I can run my cable. Pull that out. And I'll put my new cable in there, and that's it. That's how you move the center vent. Stick it back in. You just shove it in, and here's the spring. I'll show you the spring now. You can see it. Here's the little spring. And when you grab it from the bottom, you pull it down. Now you can go in through the vent with a long screwdriver and push it down. You have to put a lot of pressure on that spring, and it's possible to break the little plastic fins in the vent when you're pushing down. So that's how you remove that. Anyway, pushes down, and then pull out from the bottom first, then top, and you are done. And putting it back in, like I said, it just snaps in place. No special, nothing. Thanks for watching. Okay, well, I was removing the center vent for my car phone hookup to put a new cable in there. My center vent, like everyone else on the planet's center vent, has never really blown hot air, and once in a while you do get a clicking from it. Very common problem. and you can either fix it, I'll show you how to fix it, or you can eliminate the problem and not worry about it. Two things you can do. So anyway, back behind this vent, there is, you see over there where my flashlight is pointing on, there's that little black pin sticking out. I'm going to start the car, and you're going to listen, you're going to watch it. My check engine light is on because I plugged these in, the air conditioning and everything in while the car was running. It's not going to kill anything. I'm just going to reset it with my OBD. So now you're going to watch it, and it's moving, and it's looking for the position, open or closed. And it's going to keep moving, but it doesn't make any noise right now. That's the cool thing. Now what it controls is this. This was the vent flap that was on it, and it went in this way, and this end attached to that little pin that is spinning back and forth. It's the actuator that the vent, the blend door motor actuator, and this is sealed with rubber. And the rubber seal on the end where the actuator is, it ends up wearing out, and then it gets stuck, and that's the clicking you're hearing as it's clicking, going back and forth, and it breaks. Eventually breaks the little mount that it is mounted to. You can see the part, and this is the little chunk that came out of it. Easiest way to get rid of this, pull this vent blend door out. You will never hear that motor move. You'll never hear it anymore because it's not going to click, because there's nothing to click on. And you'll just have to manually close your center vents. Just close the little vents if you don't want air coming out of there. But you will always have a little bit of air leaking out of there. This is going to be full air. Not full, but partial air coming out of here all the time. If you don't like that, well, disengage the vent flap motor. See the little pink or purple connector in the back there? That's the connector for it. And the black part in the middle is the temperature sensor. So unfortunately, this senses the temperature inside of your vent because you've got a double passenger and driver occupant temperature sensor. So it senses the temperature and alters different vent flaps in the bottom that are going to blend warm or cold air. So if you just want to eliminate the problem and not spend any money, not take any time, pull the flap out, leave it. You'll never hear anything clicking, ticking, no noises ever again. Now if you want, you can see the little actuator. There are two little screws on it that you can unscrew. I think they look like a 6 mil, and you can get to them. You can reach them right here. There's little 6 mil bolts. They're not easy, but you can get to them. If you pull your instrument cluster out, I have a video on that, pull the instrument cluster out, and you can get to that pretty easily. Unplug it, put a new one in there, and you'll need a new vent flap door because yours will be broken like every other one on the planet is. So good luck at a wrecking yard, because these cars are 16 years old at the newest. Good luck finding one. But anyway, just to eliminate the problem and never have to listen to that little tick, 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 it's kind of annoying once in a while, get rid of the vent flap. You just pop these vents off like I showed in the previous video, pull the flap out, you'll never hear that motor running. It's not going to be perfect blending temperature back and forth. It's a 16-year-old car. Do you really care that much? You can close those vents, like, honestly. Anyway, that is the fix for the ticking vent flap door. Oh, it's not moving. It decided to stop moving. Cool. When it's moving, it is looking for the resistance for open and closed. So it'll move and then sense that it's resisted. It knows that it's open. It moves, it senses the resistance, knows that it's closed. The ticking comes from that thing not being attached perfectly, and it can't. It's sitting there and trying to close itself, and it's going click, 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 and that's as it's breaking, and it's done for. Anyway, thanks for watching.